Welcome to Tech Brothers Damir. In this video, we are going to answer this question. Name few of the activities in Azure Data Factory pipeline which can run a store procedure. Now, this question is very normal and easy question, but they want to know your in-depth knowledge about different activities. So the very first answer could be your activity called store procedure. So let me show you right there. So you have this pipeline here, and there is an activity called the store procedure. That activity can run a store procedure, and if you go to settings here and create new linked service, you will see this it cannot run store procedure for all the databases types. So these are different types of databases for which it can run the store procedure. So if you have a store procedure in Amazon RDS for SQL Server, you can run that. You can run if a store procedure is in Azure SQL database, so you can execute that. If you have a store procedure in Azure Managed Instance, you can run that as well. Then you have Azure Synapse Analytics. That if your store procedure is sitting there, you can run it. And finally, you have the SQL Server. So if you have a routine such as maybe Oracle or DB2 and all that, you are seeing here. This is not giving you option. So these are the only databases available for which if you have a store procedure sitting there, you can call the store procedure activity and execute it. Now, if we go back here and let's say what other activities we can think of, we can use the store procedure in copy activity. That's the copy activity. If we open right here, you have source, and let me make a quick source here with Azure SQL DB. Okay, so we are using this link service, and I'm gonna go with none here, and just so we can show you here. You see right there, we can use a store procedure here for a user if you want to write a query and not write a query here or table to extract the data. You can use a store procedure. Same way in the sync, you will have option to use a store procedure as well. So for the right behaviors, you can pass the information to the store procedure and it will run. I have a video on that part as well, because once you select the store procedure, it's going to give you different parameters and all those information. You can use it. So first we learn we can use store procedures activity to run the store procedure. Second, we know that the copy activity can also run the store procedure. Now we will go with another one, that will be our script. That's a new activity that we can use to run the store procedure. So if I will go with the script here, and here we will select Azure, and here you can have like two type of queries. You can run a database statement that return one or more results, and here you have non-queries such as if you read this database statement that perform catalog operations, for example querying the structure of the database, or you want to do update, delete, insert, and all that. So you can run the store procedure here as well. If you are using a data flow tasks, then you can run the store procedure there too. And let me show you a few of them. So let's say you have added a source, add source here, and your source is let's say in this case is Azure SQL database. Now here, let's see, in the source options we have store procedure right there. So you can run your store procedure here as well. Also, you can run your store procedure in the sync, and let me show you right there. You have a sync right there, and then let's say we select Azure SQL, and what we can do, we can go to sync settings here, and you have this pre-execute script. So in cases you need to run your some store procedure, that can be run here as well. So that's one of the possibility where you want to run a pre-SQL scripts. Also, I don't know if in the copy activity you have this option here, pre-copy script, that can also run the store procedure as well. So this is going to be possible in case you are loading the data, you want to run a store procedure before load the data into the table and you want to run the through the copy activity, that is the possible as well. So these are the few places where I have used stored procedure, and there could be some more, hidden somewhere, some other transfer activities, but these are the most commonly used that you can explain, and will help to understand that you have some good experience on Azure Data Factory. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.